Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here in the lovely World of Raccoons with me, Vanillaraccoon. Heyo! And in this episode, you guys, we are actually going to be doing some exterior and interior renovations for the Observatory that I had built in my most recent live stream over on the Twitch, which occurred on the 26th of September 2016. And in the event that you may have missed the live stream, oh great, it's starting to rain. But in the event that you missed that live stream, I do think that the past broadcast, I think the live stream was archived into a past broadcast in terms of how Twitch does it. I know with YouTube gaming, when it comes to live streams, what they would do is they would immediately, once the stream was over, they would begin to process the live stream in a video format, but it would be unlisted, so that way, in the event that you did not want that past broadcast to go out immediately after the stream had concluded, you could do so. But anywho, after that little rant, what we're going to be doing, like I said, is some interior and exterior renovations for the Observatory, and we're also going to be taking down the first ever custom dark oak tree that I created within this lovely world of raccoons, and we're going to be connecting this piece of land because we do in fact have a pathway that leads up the hillside, but we're also going to have to do some landscaping, and we're going to connect this pathway onto that island and then have a bridge that connects from point A to point B, and then from point B to point C. Now, I was thinking of just going and making one long bridge that would stretch from point A to point C, but then I thought that would be too much because this is supposed to be a fantasy-themed village. I'm trying to keep things rather simple and not so resource-intensive, as you guys may be able to tell when it comes to the structures themselves. Although that's not resource intensive, but the design is a little intense. It's trying to take the John Smith Legacy carpet texture and trying to do that with the polished diorite, but instead of having lines within the block and the texture, we're using a mixture of dark oak resources to create the lines. But anywho, we're starting to get off track, aren't we? Yes, we are. So let me go ahead. I'm going to get my build on, and I'm going to bring it back when we have at least a bridge connecting from point A to point B. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have two bridges established. One that connects point A to point B, and then a second one that connects point B to point C. Now, the design for these two bridges are, for the most part, they're fairly similar to the one that we constructed over by Romeo's house. And when it came to doing the landscaping, let's just go ahead and squirt over here. Let me just go ahead and exit out of theater mode. Go ahead and get my grub on so that way we can begin to regen some health. But when it came to getting my landscaping on, I sat here for a little while and I thought to myself, this looks like a harbor. And what happens in a harbor? Well, you tend to have the waves going in and out, but you also have high tide and low tide. And so once I started to think about how the high tide and low tide affects land, I kept thinking of erosion, how some, due to the water washing up and then washing up on shore and then washing back out to sea, it may carry some of the land with it and break it down. So that's why this part of the island looks a little dilapidated. However, on this side, we just have some overgrowth going on. And then over here I placed an armor stand because I would like to have a watermelon grow right in this spot. Obviously, it cannot grow here because of the double tall grass, and then it cannot grow over here because of the wheat. And so that leaves only this block space vacant for it to grow. And although there is an armor stand, I have in fact seen watermelon grow and in the block space where, say, for example, an armor stand is at, but not a whole block. I'm not sure how the game mechanics works, and I couldn't tell you even if I did. But for the most part, this is what we have going on, and the wheat here is just for decorational purposes. It is just to add some life, some floral arrangement, some overgrowth. That's what I'm going to call it until I figure out the proper term. But it's just to show some overgrowth going on, that we do have life on this island despite some dilapidation going on over here. But what we're going to be now doing in this episode is we're going to be getting our build on in and outside of the observatory. Now, I already started to do some work before I started to record this segment of this World of Raccoons Let's Play. And hello there, Piggywig, don't worry. I'm almost done working. You're like, where's my friends, my family, my peeps? But as you guys can tell, we do have a ground floor and then a second floor, or maybe if you want to, you can call this the first floor and then call that the second floor. However, this is pretty much going to be, I'm going to do my best to carry the fantasy theme in for this observatory. And what I mean by that is I would like to have a bedroom right here, and then for the remaining, well, I don't know, oop, there goes my phone, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I'm going to implement a staircase right in this corner. For now, at least, the ladders are how I'm getting up and down from this floor. But if I decide to go with a staircase, I may let it actually wrap around two of these sides as opposed to just one side. That way, in the event that, I'm pretty certain I'm going to have the entrance for this observatory right here. And then I guess what I could do is create a stairwell that begins in this area. So maybe it'll actually take up 1.5 of the walls that we have already established, and then that way we can go ahead, have a spiral, well, somewhat of a spiral staircase that ascends up to that floor. And then once we get to this floor, say for example we approach it from here, we'll then see that, well, we have a beautiful view of the sky along with the stars at the nighttime, but we also have a bed where the magic can happen. And then for the remaining 3 walls, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I may save that for a live stream, so that way anyone who tunes into the live stream may be able to offer their 2 cents, maybe even help me get my build on, and then who knows, maybe I'll even dedicate this observatory to someone who is fairly active in the chat during the live stream when working on this. So I think at this point now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get my build on. I'm obviously going to rip up the floor because it's grass. Green is not a creative color. But I'm going to go ahead, work on the interior of this build, and then when we come back, we're going to probably do some building on camera because I would like to do that every once in a while. I know some people like building on camera, some people are against building on camera. Me, I just like to do what I feel like doing at the time, and right now I feel like doing most of this work off camera, but at least do some of it on camera. Hello there, Piggywig. So let me go ahead, get a snooze job going because it is about to be nighttime, and then I'm gonna get my build on, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you may be able to tell, the exterior of the observatory is still the same, and that is because I am going to wait and work on that during a live stream which will occur on the 30th of September 2016, starting roughly around 1800, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please be sure to set a reminder on any and all electronic devices. That way it'll give you and I a chance to just sit down one evening, interact with one another, and have some fun. But as you guys can tell, we have 3 storage rooms, 3 closet spaces, if you will, and then we have somewhat of a kitchen area right over here, and then Piggywig, and then we have a stairwell which leads up to the second floor. Now, before I go any further, I would like to state that during this live stream that will occur on the 30th of September 2016, roughly around 1800, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will actually do this is what I was afraid of. This is what I was afraid of. And when it comes to the second floor, the lighting is not so bright. I think it's actually below 6. Come on, creep. Oh, I'm so scared to go in. Oh my god, the lighting on the second floor is not that bright. It's actually fairly dim, and I did that for a few intentional reasons. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Okay, this is good. This is good. The main reason is because this is an observatory, and I wanted to at least apply some realism in the fact that in the main room where you are going to have your open ceiling, you're not going to have that much lighting in and around it because you want to have it as dark as you can. That way you can see as much of the night sky as you can. And up above, let me just go ahead and make some more torches just for the sake of this structure's safety. Let's go ahead and... Oh my god, there's another one right there. Why, dude? Why? Oh no! Oh no! Oh god, why don't I have an ender chest? Voice crack down here. I should really fix that, shouldn't I? Yes, I should! Oh, please don't tell me there's no more in here. Okay, so as you guys can tell, the lighting up here on the second floor is not that bright for the reason that I just stated, but I'll say it once more. In the main room in which your open ceiling is at, you want to be able to see as much of the night sky as you can, which means then you don't want to have that much lighting in and around it. So considering that this ceiling slash floor above us is composed of mainly dark oak slabs, I wanted to try and not have as much lighting from this floor carry over and be seen in this floor. No! Why? Oh my days. Damn you, creeper. Damn you to hell. So I think what I'm actually going to do, just to solve this issue for now at least, is I'm going to place some torches in the corner. That way they're somewhat to the side. And oh my days, this creeper is going to ruin my... Anyways, so to help... Oh, you're not supposed to go there apparently, are you? No. So... Oh, I just completely lost my trail of thought there. I'm so sorry for that, you guys. But just so we have some lighting out of the way, I'm going to place these torches in the corner, as you guys can tell. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to repair this. Thank God there's not that much to repair. But when it comes to having the main room in which you're just going to chill out and stare at the night sky, I thought, why not go ahead and throw down a leather couch? Because you never know. Whoever lives here may feel lonely at times, and to solve their loneliness at night, they may wander into town and then meet someone at the local pub, bring them back. That way, then they'll be able to have someone that they can spend the night with, possibly even, if they're lucky and they play their cards right, get a snooze job with. But I think for the most part, you guys, that is going to do it for this episode. I'm really, actually, now that I think about it, I'm a little nervous to leave this upstairs area because I don't want to have anything spawn. Although what I could possibly do is maybe for up here, since these are logs, they're whole blocks, I could maybe throw some half slabs on them, or maybe even some snow layers to act as carpeting. And then maybe that will prevent hostile mobs from spawning up here. I don't know if that's really a thing. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comment section, because as you guys can tell, we obviously have a bit of a creeper infestation on our hands, and I would like to resolve that as quickly as I can. But that is going to do it for this for this episode, you guys. Ooh, God. So, thank you. Thank you all ever so much for tuning in, and remember, if you like what you see, then please give that like button a hug and subscribe for the latest buzz. And if you had a blast with a good laugh, then make sure you favorite this video and share it with a friend or two. But until next time, peeps, this is Vanillaraccoon. Peace out.